Hello, my name is Kingsley and I am a Microsoft 365 trainer. So basically today we will be discussing about a topic that is very exciting, okay? A lot of companies these days are actually looking forward to or actually implementing processes whereby different processes are being automated with the use of Power Automate. Okay, so this is more like the new normal, and it has actually been evolving, cutting across different sectors. Of course, a lot of sectors or a lot of organizations are currently leveraging on that very service or that very feature called Power Automate. So today what we'll be discussing today is how we could actually create a document library, all right, using Power Automate. So of course, when you're trying to use Power Automate to when you're trying to use the Power Automate service to actually create a document library for on a particular SharePoint site, of course, in such kind of scenarios, you would have to consider using the Power Automate feature, which is known as the send HTTP request action. Okay, so basically what's going to do is the Power Automate is going to send the HTTP request, and then automatically that will be triggered, okay, by the flow. Okay, so it's more like us having to design a very simple flow that can be used to create a document library. All right, so let's just go straight into it. So now I will just I am signed in already to my portal.office.com. That's my Microsoft Admin Center. So I will just navigate straight to SharePoint Documents, SharePoint Admin Center. So let's allow it to load a bit. Okay. And afterwards, what we're gonna do next is navigate to active sites. Okay. And then I'm going to look for a site that I have called HR. So everything I'm going to be doing in terms of creating this document library using the Power Automate flow, we would have to use or we will be using these various sites called HR. All right. So I will just navigate back to the your Microsoft our Microsoft Admin Center, and then launch the Power Automates Admin Center or Power Automate service. So of course, this is going to be very interesting, and of course, I'm also very excited as well because this is something that people probably don't know. Okay, but of course, it's a very amazing discussion. All right, so let's just give it a bit of time, and then so yeah, so we have two different admin center, the SharePoint admin center and the Power Automate admin center, right? And then the next we have is the SharePoint sites where will be using to actually create this very flow, or where this document library will be created through the Power Automate portal. Okay, so I am on the Power Automate, and then I'll just click on create. All right, so what we'll be doing for this very guide, or for this very training guide, we'll be creating an instance cloud flow. Okay, and then we're going to call this create library. Okay, and then manually trigger a flow, right? So just proceed to click on create, right? And then afterwards, the next thing that we're going to do is to just allow it to load, right? And then now manually trigger a flow, and then just click on new step, right? So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to search for send HTTP. Okay, you could actually recall that before now. Okay, you could recall that before now I had said that in order to complete this very process, what you're going to use, the kind of action that you're going to use to execute these very requests, it's more like you're having to use the send HTTP request to SharePoint. Okay, so what this basically means is the flow is going to initiate an HTTP request, okay, of course based on the flow of or configuration that have been done so far for this, okay, and then also depending on the kind of action you want the flow to carry out, okay. So once you just click on send an HTTP request to SharePoint, it's going to load, right, and then it will tell you site address. So you're going to choose the particular site that you're actually trying to create this flow on. Of course, I have a lot of sites, but the site we'll be using for this very demo is the HR site, okay. And then on the method, we are going to change it from gets to posts, right? So now, for instance, you have this URI where it's giving you the underscore API / web / lists. Okay, so basically this is more like an expression. Okay, this is more like an expression that is going to allow you to actually initiate, right, to actually impute the correct syntax or query, okay, before such kind of action will be executed by the flow. So what we're going to do is we're just going to proceed to, okay, I'll just close this, I don't need it. So just click on the score API / web / lists, right, and then /. So here what we're going to put as header is content type, right. So now I had recall in my previous videos I said that I will be showing us, or I will be gonna guide us, or of course drop a quick guide regarding content type. Okay, content type is a very amazing service or feature in SharePoint, and of course it's also a very interesting topic to talk about, but that's not what we'll be talking about in our today's session. Okay, so I'll just put in the header content hyphen type, and then I just put in the header content hyphen type, and then column, right? And then under the enter value, right, what we are going to do in this instance is I'll just proceed to type application, right, application / JSON, that's the script type, okay, and then we're going to use the semicolon, right, and then all data, just remove my mouse, and then all data equals verbose, right, verbose, verbose, okay. So on the body is where we are going to actually proceed with the kind of description or title we want to give for this very flow, okay. So I'll just open the bracelets and then close it. Good. So just click enter just this way, and then what I'm going to do next is to type in base templates, right, then close it, and then put in your column, and then call it 101 comma, right, and then the next one is going to be the description, right. That's what we're going to do next, and then type in the description, okay, description, and then close it, put in your column. I would just say this is a auto generated flow library, okay, and then I'll just close it and then put the comma, and then I'll put in the title. The title is, I'm going to just call this invoices, all right, invoices. So once I'm done, I will just, let's just review everything that we've done so far, okay. So I don't think I need this. So the first aspect is your site address, where you are going to actually select the site address, right, the SharePoint site address, and then the method is posts. Post is more like you are giving a command, all right. So you have different you have different methods. You have the get, you have the post, you have the patch, delete, and put. So these are the different execution commands. Okay, so you have the URI, okay, where you're talking about the underscore API forward slash web forward slash lists. Okay, because this is obviously because it is an invoice, so it's going to be a list. Okay, but I don't want to start explaining the different the similarities between the documents library and the list library. Okay, probably in my subsequent videos I'm going to still talk about that, but for now we just have to we'll just have to follow this very process if you want to actually create a document library using Power Automate. Okay, so now the content type, which I had already talked about, and then applications, right? And then application forward slash the JSON, which is the scripts, and then semicolon o data equals verbose. Okay, so that's the values that we are going to enter, and then the bracelets, and then we'll have the base templates. All right, we have the base templates, which is 101 description column. So this is an auto-generated flow library, right? So this is more like the description we are going to see once I have been able to actually, okay, we need to add one more apostrophe on top of this, and then we'll have the title, okay, the title column, which is invoices. Okay, and then we need to also add this. So we are good, right? So the next thing we are going to do in this regard is to proceed to actually save this flow. Okay, that's the next thing we are going to do. So I will just save this flow. I'll just save the flow. Good. So now, good. Save the flow. So now we're going to navigate to the SharePoint, right? And then navigate to contents, where you have your site content. So just give it some time to load. Now on the site content, we could see that there is no list called invoices. Okay, you could see there's no list called invoices. So from here, we'll be able to actually tell whether this flow was executed successfully or not, right? So now let's just go straight into it. I'll just navigate to my flow, and then I'll click on test flow. Okay, so I'll just click on manual. Okay, I want to manually trigger this flow, right? Because I was always selected in the first time, or in the course of trying to create this very flow. It was more like a manual trigger that was always selected. You could see it on top. So proceed to click on test. So I'm just going to give it some time. Continue. Run flow. So your flow your flow run successfully started. To monitor it, go to flow page. So I'll just open this on a new tab. Before then, I'll just click on done, open this on a new tab, and then let us see. You could see test succeeded, and then you could see 2 green checks. This means that this flow was successful. So let's just navigate back to the site that we're trying to create that list library on, and then refresh, and then let's look for invoices. There it is. So this is it, a document library called invoices. So I mean, this is very interesting and amazing. Okay, and I would like us to actually maybe try this out, and then just look at how it is. It's very simple. Okay, of course, if you're not used to Power Automate, you could always start from trying to understand the basics, learn the basics, and of course over time you become a master of Power Automate. All right, so thanks very much guys for watching, and then I look forward to showing us more quick, maybe more quick guides on different Microsoft 365 services. Please stay tuned. Thanks very much and have a great one. Bye bye.